Hey there, quirky people! Venom There Be Carnage has finally hit the theaters. The movie brings in some great news for the future of the character. For instance, the after credits scene has put Spidey in Venom's crosshairs.
Oh shit! What the
The symbiote seems to recognize the hero, even though there is no Spider-Man in the SPUMC. The source of information was glazed over by using the phrase hive mind. Although the symbiote hive mind is very real, it is quite rare to see such a thing being used in live action. Comic storylines are often too surreal to be implemented as is. However, things have changed significantly because of the MCU, but I digress. The inclusion of Venom in the MCU means that he will most certainly show up in No Way Home. It also means that every character in the MCU just became fair game for Venom. The symbiote is not a tame dog. It's a wild predator let loose on a universe full of enhanced individuals. We will be surprised if he doesn't hunt some of them. And his entry in this expansive universe is making me wonder how the power of Venom compares to the characters here. It might be a little hard to imagine considering that the current live-action version of Venom has only battled symbiotes and Shriek. But maybe the comics could provide an answer to our conundrum. Perhaps by looking at the older fights of the characters, we can determine the limits of the abilities. Venom is a black symbiote. He is the member of an alien race called the Clinter. The symbiote himself was imprisoned with the majority of its brethren, but he was inadvertently released by Spider-Man when the hero found it on Battleworld. In exchange for freedom, Venom gave Peter immense power. He made him stronger and faster. The symbiote also made Peter far more aggressive than normal. The black suit gave Peter the power to endure through Battleworld, but Peter kept the suit when he came out of the Battleworld. So soon after that, the symbiote started affecting Pete's mind. Spider-Man had to put in more and more mental labor to control his actions, and he did not want to kill anyone, so he rejected the suit. That's why Venom began to despise the symbiote. He had given Peter the gift of power, but he was thrown away like dirty laundry. So as it turns out, the symbiote fused with a person whose hate for Parker rivaled his own. Eddie Brock was a journalist at the Daily Bugle, who blamed Spider-Man for his downfall. When Eddie and the black symbiote combined into a new monstrosity, they called themselves Venom. Venom was the arch-nemesis of Spider-Man for a long time. The symbiote had copied all of Spider-Man's powers and enabled Eddie to use them. Fueled with hatred, Venom proved to be extremely strong. He defeated Spider-Man in hand-to-hand combat numerous times. The only reason Spidey was able to escape was because he was very quick and agile. This has saved his life countless times, and this was no different. But Venom is relentless. He hunted Spider-Man with his own powers for a long time and battled a great many other foes. Most notably, Null the King in Black. Venom is not the strongest symbiote, but his ingenuity and his ability to think on his feet make him strong. Combine this with his high-endurance body, and you have a recipe for disaster. The symbiote has gone toe-to-toe with a lot of strong opponents, but there are others in the Marvel-verse whose strength exceeds his. Hulk is a good example of such a character. The main ability of Venom is shape-shifting. He can manipulate his body to use it as he deems fit, and this makes him extremely dangerous. But there is one foe that Venom has never fought. It hasn't even happened in the comics. I am talking about Red Hulk. He is about to make his MCU debut in the coming years. So today we're going to imagine how that battle would go in the future. Who do you think will win? How will it go down? To get the answer, you've got to stick a little longer. We already told you the origin and powers of Venom. Now let's talk about the Red Hulk. Making his first appearance in 2008, the Red Hulk was a mysterious character. He was set loose on the Marvel world, and there was no one to stop him. The Red Hulk seemed to have the same powers as Hulk, but his intelligence was quite high. The Red Beast was more of a tactician. He was a strategic mastermind as compared to the Green Hulk being a brute force of nature. The Red Hulk was written to be the antithesis of Bruce Banner. His purpose was to challenge Hulk with an opponent of equal strength, but a higher intellect. It was later revealed that the Red Hulk was actually General Thunderbolt Ross. The general had faked his death. He had been bombarded with gamma radiation and cosmic rays. He was also given the super soldier serum created by Banner. The combination of all this changed Ross into Red Hulk. Ross kept his sanity while in the Hulk form and swore to destroy the Hulk. An interesting power of Red Hulk was his energy absorption. He even absorbed the power Cosmic once and stole Silver Surfer's board. This enabled the Red Beast to go on a killing spree throughout the universe. But this was stopped by Galactus, who stripped the Red Hulk of the power Cosmic. Like Hulk gets stronger the angrier he gets, Red Hulk gets hotter. His body temperature rises with his anger. This makes the anger a double-edged sword. The character can melt mountains with his anger. But without adequate cooling, he soon becomes too hot for his body to handle. What happens when a beast like this fights the black symbiote? Who will be the winner of such a duel? Would it even be fair? Well, let's look at a few categories, shall we? The first debate to settle is that of strength. Who is stronger among the two villains? Venom is known for his strength and his hulking stature, but the Red Hulk rivals the power of Hulk himself. This is not much of a debate, since Venom's true power has never been strength. It is more of an extra power along with his shape-shifting. Hence, even though Venom is extremely strong, he is outclassed here. The Red Hulk has too many feats to his name to even consider the alternative. The Beast killed the Hulk once for God's sake, so he can certainly best Venom. Next comes the issue of ingenuity and planning. Both characters are known for their ingenious plans and elaborate schemes. Ross's knowledge is more tactical, while Venom works better with improvisation. They have their own rhythm, and each fighter brings something unique to the table. The most important detail is that Ross is a formally trained strategist, while Venom only has his experiences to draw from. This makes the body of knowledge that Ross has far superior to Venom's. However, the question here is, who uses the said knowledge better in a battle? To put it simply, Ross is a commander, while Venom is a brawler. Venom can even be called the original brawler. His berserker design is meant to represent the power of the symbiote. He is lethal in a fight, and his ingenuity makes it very hard for his opponent to escape. Moreover, Venom can think on his feet and come up with crafty solutions. This makes the symbiote a power to be reckoned with. Improvisation is not something that Ross has been good at historically. So despite Ross's military background and knowledge, Venom will get this point. But in the final round, we'll talk about their other powers. Venom has the power to shapeshift and the strength to wield the weapons he makes. But strength and weapons fail when they are put against someone like the Red Hulk.
Oh shit! Where you going? That is a red one! You need to come out right now.
We believe that Venom won't be able to pierce the thick, durable skin of the Red Hulk. No matter how hard he may try, the symbiote does not have the necessary tools to attack the Red Giant. Add to this the fact that the Red Hulk has the strength to combat the Hulk, so things are not looking too good for our symbiote friend. In all cases, the Red Hulk outmatches and outclasses Venom. Venom's improvisation won't amount to much. The symbiote has no conceivable way of attacking the giant. He may be cleverer, but Red Hulk is superior. The only chance Venom could have to defeat the Red Hulk is to enter his body and destroy him from the inside. But the Red Hulk has a way to combat that too. Thunderbolt Ross can regulate his body temperature with his anger. And guess what is one of the biggest vulnerabilities of a symbiote? They are weak to high temperatures and fires. So it will be very easy for the Red Hulk to expunge the symbiote from his body. This analysis makes the Red Hulk the clear winner out of these two giants. And there is no conceivable universe where the Venom beats Red Hulk. The Red Monster simply has too much power. The Venom will have no option but to lose or flee from the battlefield. What do you think of our analysis? Do you think Venom can find ways to defeat the Red Hulk? Let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to check out some more fun content on our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!